Welcome back everyone to Into the Breach Squad Challenge, where we are playing as the Riftwalkers to try to win as many islands before we get to the final battle. If we lose with the Riftwalkers, we will immediately switch to another squad that we can purchase with the coins that we have earned. So, in the previous episode we have completed the first island, which is Archive Incorporated, and without further ado, let us move to the next one, which is R.S.T. Corporation. So let's just get a quick tactical overview of our mechs that we currently have. So we have the combat mech, which we have upgraded to have dash with the pilot Ralph Carlson, whose experience and as grid defense. We've upgraded the cannon mech to move extra spaces, and the artillery mech we've upgraded to give buildings immune to damage. So let's get straight into the next island and see how far we can take the Riftwalkers. I hope everyone is having a good day, morning, evening, or night, depending where you live, and let's continue the squad challenge. R.S.T. Corporation Head Office. You won't find me as gullible as my department heads. Whatever time traveler nonsense you claim, it's your firepower we need. Well, that is exactly what we're here to bring. Alright, so we're aiming to get the most amount of reputation. So let's see, Gamma Trench, high threat detected. So we're gonna get 2 reputation plus a power core. Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna head for the Gamma Trench and these 3 territories, I believe, to get as much reputation as possible. So let's get to it. So we need to activate one of our terraformers to destroy a Vec hive beneath the surface. We need to defend the terraformer, transform or terraform the grassland back to desert, and protect the defense lab. We will do all those things. And there is a powerful beetle Vec present in this mission. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to place the combat mech right here, cannon mech here, and the artillery mech will go here, because we want to control the center of the board to give us the most amount of tactical flexibility. Alright, let's go. See, so that's the powerful Vec beetle. That's a blast scion, so as soon as an enemy dies, they will explode. So we want to activate the terraformer last, because the terraformer can immediately kill Vec. So we definitely want to activate the terraformer on these 2 Vec beetles. But for that to happen, we need to get rid of the blast sign. So I think we're going to move the combat mech here, use it to dash, kill the blast scion, and place the combat mech right on top here, this emerging Vec blocking it. Then we're probably going to fire away with the artillery mech onto the cannon mech, pushing the scorpion away. And then we'll use the cannon mech to blast the scorpion mech probably one more time. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do. Just gonna move the arty mech can stay. Gonna use the combat mech, smack the blast scion, activate the terraformer, kill these 2 Vec beetles, and then the artillery mech is gonna blast the cannon mech, pushing the scorpion away, and then we shall use the cannon mech to push the scorpion away one more. Excellent. Let's end the turn and keep going. Okay, we need to be very careful here with the cannon mech. Okay, let's see what our options are here. So the danger is that, okay, so we have the Scarab who's attacking this civilian building. We have the Scorpion attacking the defense lab, so we need to make sure that's clear. Okay, so, and unfortunately we would like to repair the cannon mech so that it doesn't perish, so we're going to need to use the repair ability. I think we'll be able to kill off the Scarab, so I'm thinking we do this. We fire the artillery mech, push the Scorpion away, we terraform this area, and then we use the combat mech here to run over and smack the Scarab into the mountain tile. If not, just block one more Vex. So run it over here, activate the terraformer here, yeah. Then we run the cannon mech here, repair, then use the artillery mech to push the Scorpion away. And it'll attack the mountain, dealing no damage, and then we smack the Scarab, and that is that. Excellent. We've got another Scorpion, and we have a Firefly. Interesting, okay. Let's see, what can we do here? So we need to spend 2 more turns with the terraform. So we definitely terraform this area, killing off the Scarab. Then we definitely need to push the Scorpion away. So let's probably shift the artillery mech here. No, probably shift the artillery mech here. Fire here, pushing the Scorpion away. And then for the Scorpion here, well, the terraformer can take 1 point of damage, so that's okay. So I think what we do then in that case is run the cannon mech in front of the Firefly, dealing 1 point of damage, pushing it away, and then it'll take 1 point of damage. And then we use the combat mech to clear out this Scarab. So we're going to run here, and run here. No, first we activate the terraformer. There we go. Then, so the terraformer will take 1 point of damage. The artillery mech will fire here, push the Scorpion away. Then we'll let the terraformer take 1 point of damage. Then we will run the cannon mech in front of the Firefly, push it away. And I think in this case we could either go for the Firefly with the combat mech, or we could smack the Scorpion and push it away. I think let's aim for the Firefly. That'll sort of push our combat mech out of position though, so I think we'll actually aim for the Scorpion. And since it can't attack anymore, the cannon mech will take 1 point of damage, terraform will take 1 point of damage, but we keep our mechs in a relatively central position. Excellent. Interesting. So we definitely activate the terraformer here, killing all these Scorpions. So we need to push this Scarab away. Okay, so first let's activate the terraformer. That'll kill all these back. Excellent. Now, what do we do with this Scarab? So we can't let it attack the terraformer. So what I'm thinking is we run the artillery mech. Let's see. We run the artillery mech. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think what we do is we push. Let's see. I think what we do is run the artillery mech. We need to push the scarab in front of the firefly so that it doesn't hit the terraformer. So how do we do that? Run the cannon mech over here. How do we do this? Alternatively, we... We just need to push the scarab away. This way, then it could push the firefly into this position. Or we run the cannon mech here. Fire at the firefly, push it here. Let's see, who's going to attack first? So it's the scarab is going to attack first. So I think actually here's what we do. We run the combat mech here. And we run the cannon mech here. Run the artillery mech. We keep the artillery mech here though. Move it closer. Then we... If we push... Let's see, no. Don't really want to lose our combat mech here. And we need to push this firefly away too, so it doesn't deal any damage to the grid, to the power grid and civilians. Could use the artillery mech here, run it here, blast here, push the scarab away, and push the firefly away. But then, what do we do with it then? Then we would use the cannon, mech probably to push this firefly away, and then use the combat mech to tank the damage, I think. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna run their arty mech here. We're gonna run the cannon mech here. Fire with the artillery mech here. Push the two Vec away. Then we're gonna fire with the cannon mech here, push this firefly away. Then we're gonna pop the combat mech right here and repair. That way it'll tank the damage, but it won't be destroyed, and no civilians get hurt. Excellent. Perfect. And the terraformer stays alive. And so do all of our pilots and all our mechs, which is great. Excellent. Get under power core. More grid defense and one mech move. So our artillery mech now moves more than it used to, if I'm not mistaken. It moves... Let's see, the combat mech moves 3. The artillery mech will move 4. Actually, no, it already moves 4. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so who needs the power core? Could give it to the artillery mech. or give it to... Could give a power core to the combat mech for extra health, so that it can tank more. Give it extra movement. Or use the artillery mech more aggressively. How about we do this? So, our combat mech is a damage dealer, and so far the cannon mech isn't exactly a damage dealer. So I'm thinking we're going to aim for both the combat mech and the cannon mech to be damage dealers. So we're going to place the power core here, put it on health for the cannon mech, and then later on, maybe actually even just switch it to +1 damage, and then later on, if there are any more power cores, give it extra movement. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So we have 2 damage dealers, the combat mech and the cannon mech. Both can do pushes and damage, and both move about the same amount. And the artillery mech moves 4. Excellent. Okay, what do we got next? Let's go with Thunderbolt Grid, I think. Destroy 2 mountains, kill at least 7 enemies, protect the coal plant. Destroy 2 mountains? Man. Okay. What about Mercury Ridge? From the prototype Renfield bombs. Let's go with Mercury Ridge first. Maybe we're in a time pod. So we got a beetle, a scarab, and a scorpion. Okay. Excellent. Here we go, time pod. Okay. Let's see, so the bombs are 1 point each. And we have to push this beetle away so that it doesn't deal damage. It's going to push the bomb into the scarab. Okay, all we need to do is push this scarab here so it'll miss. And I think we push the scarab, the beetle, that ways. And we bring the Artimech here. Get the time pod. The beetle's gonna attack first. So I think we use the combat mech to tank the damage. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move the combat mech here. We're gonna move the artillery mech here. We're gonna move the cannon mech here. Here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna kill the scarab. We're gonna fire with the artillery mech here, pushing the beetle into the cannon mech and pushing the scorpion away, thus it misses. Then the beetle's gonna take the hit on the combat mech, but the combat mech will still stay alive. So here we go. Do this. There we go. Then smack the scarab. Then hit the beetle. And unfortunately the beetle won't die, but at least it will mitigate all the damage to the civilians. Excellent. Stab. So a firefly and another scarab. Well, that's annoying. Let's see. Are we going to deal damage to... Yes, that will deal damage to the... So what I'm thinking we're going to do is... This is annoying. So here's what we could do. we could run the cannon mech here, fire at the Firefly, push it in the Scorpion, it'll kill the Firefly. Then we use the artillery piece, push it away from the bomb, and then we use the combat mech to smack the beetle away and kill it off. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so combat mech will go here, artillery mech will fire here, pushing the Scorpion away. Won't kill it, but it'll push it away. So we fire here, and fire here, kill the beetle, and actually we could just do this. Push the Scorpion away and push the Scarab away. There we go. Just to put the Vec a little bit closer to the middle of the board so that we have more options to deal with them. Excellent. We still need to get that time pod. That's what we'll work on this turn. Scorpion and a beetle. Oh, interesting. Could push a whole bunch of these Vec away with the artillery mech. But then we'd need to kill this Scorpion. I think here's what we're gonna do. We're going to run the combat mech here, hit the Scorpion, deal 1 damage there, blast this Scorpion, killing it, and then fire here, pushing the beetle away. It'll destroy the time pod. Run the combat mech here, smack the beetle, 2 damage, 1 damage, but then fire here. I mean, the cannon mech can take hits. That's no problem. Just that the Scorpion is going to deal damage, and that Scarab is going to deal damage too. It's going to do 1 damage. Can we kill that Scorpion? I think technically the move here is to fire right here, push the beetle away, then run the combat mech here to take the time pod, smack the beetle back. But then that leaves this Scorpion alive and will be 2 points of damage onto this building. And that's 2 points of damage on the power grid. That's nasty. Or what if we run the combat mech here, punch the beetle, deal 2 damage, 3 damage to it, then blast it with the arty mech. Okay, well, that'll kill the Scorpion if we fire with the cannon mech. Man, this is complex. Let's see. If we fire here with the arty mech, it's going to push it into the bomb, blow it up, and it'll also push the Scarab away, and will attack this building. I think we take the damage to the power grid. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run the combat mech against the beetle, smack the beetle, deal 3 damage on it. And then fire the cannon mech at the scorpion, dealing 1 point of damage here. Then maybe fire... Here, let's try it. So we're gonna run the combat mech here, smack the beetle. Do need to kill the beetle though. So if we push that there, it's gonna... Run it here, kill the beetle, push the bomb away, and then that'll blast the scorpion. I think that's fine. We're gonna take 2 points of damage, but I think we gotta take it. Even though it's really painful. 3 points of damage. Ugh. Oh my god, a blast scion? You kidding me? Okay, well this scorpion is actually going to attack first. No, it's not going to attack first. Okay, so we're going to run the combat mech to pick up the time pod. We are going to... Let's see. I think we push the scorpion away. The scorpion's going to attack first, so we need to kill it. So I think what we do then is blast. We run the cannon mech here, blast the scion, run the artillery mech, then blast the scorpion, push the bomb here, and then use the combat mech to push the scorpion away. Here's what we're doing. Blast there, and then smack there. That way, everyone else misses. Whew, this is close. Though I don't see ourselves succeeding with the Rift Walkers anytime soon, unfortunately. Since we took 3 points of damage to the power grid. Ugh. Pod contents. Raining death. Projectile damage, everything in its path. Okay, and a reactor core. And we get 1 mech move for our combat mech. Interesting. So we could pop the raining death. It's kind of meh, I gotta say. Yeah, it's kind of meh. I'll keep it in storage. Okay, so we're gonna go for Thunderbolt Grid. Oh right, we need 1 more power core. Right. Let's see, what power core could we apply? I think we do combat mech health or cannon mech movement, just to give it a little bit extra freedom. I think I said movement for the cannon mech. There we go. Let's go Thunderbolt Grid. So we need to destroy 2 mountains and kill at least 7 enemies. Protect the coal plant. This is gonna be an insane mission. Ugh, okay. We got a beetle, firefly, and 2 scarabs, okay? So they're attacking the coal plants, they're attacking the building. just as easily just push this beetle onto the desert and it'll smack all three of these, or it'll push all of these units. Let's see who attacks first. So the beetle will attack first. So we absolutely need to push this beetle one square away. Or push these units into its line of attack. Let's see, how could we do that? Could use the artillery mech to push the scarab here. Can do 3 damage, so it can kill the firefly, but it can't kill the scarab. So I think what we do is fire the... Could fire the artillery mech here, push the firefly here, it'll get smacked by the beetle. Let's see, does the beetle proceed or no? I think it smacks in and then stops. Okay. So the key opponents we need to move away are use the beetle, and the firefly is sort of unnecessary here. Could we try to push both the firefly and the scarab into position? I think we could run the cannon mech over here and push the scarab here, so that when the beetle attacks, kills the alpha scarab and pushes it into the cannon mech, killing the scarab outright. And then we use the combat mech to basically smack down on the scarab here. I think we should do that. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to run the cannon mech here. Then we're going to run the artillery mech here. Push the... Nope, not there. Push the scarab here. It's gonna run into the scarab, smack itself into the cannon mech, and then we run the combat mech here, killing the scarab, dealing 1 point of damage to the firefly, and then the... Heck, we might even do this. Let's see, if we push it there, no, it's gonna kill it. And it's gonna stop there, so yeah, that's the right point, and we're gonna blast the mountain, destroying 1 mountain. Excellent. There we go. So the beetle's gonna run in, kill the scarab, block 1 unit. It's gonna take 1 point of damage. And there's another beetle. Ugh. Is there a way we could maybe push the beetle into the mountain? Okay, this beetle can, I think, run into the water if it's not careful. Okay, well, we definitely need to destroy a mountain here. I think what we can do is... all we need is to push this beetle into the water and push this firefly onto this Vec here. So I think what we do is we move the combat mech here, push the beetle into the water, and then run the R.S.T mech here. No, it'll have to run over here, fire here, push the firefly in that direction. Yeah, okay. And then we'll... the cannon mech will run to the desert and fire at the mountain. So here's how we do it. Cannon mech, combat mech here, cannon mech here, artillery mech here. Then we smack the beetle into the water. This beetle is going to drop dead into the water as well. Then we fire here. That pushes the Firefly, blocks a Vec, and then we destroy one more mountain. Excellent. Yep. Thank you, Beetle, for doing exactly what you were supposed to do. Okay, so now we need to kill 3 more enemies. Okay, so we got the Scorpion, the Firefly. I think this is relatively simple. We run the cannon mech here, or we run the combat mech here, smack this Firefly, killing both of these, and then we fire at the combat mech, pushing the Scorpion away, then running the cannon mech and killing the Scorpion. Here's what we're thinking. So run the combat mech here. Run the... Oh, we can just hit it with the artillery mech here, and then cannon mech finishes it off. Okay. So smack both of these Fireflies, killing both of them, then destroying, pushing the combat mech away, and then firing the cannon mech, thus killing all 7 enemies, and all we need to do is finish these 3 off. Oh, wonderful, a blast scion. Okay, well, all we need to do is push them away. So we'll just do this in a simple manner. We'll blast the scion, push the Scorpion away, and then run the artillery mech here, push this Scorpion away, thus removing all potential damage. And we protected the coal plant. Excellent. Whoa, that was something else. Whew. Okay, so we got 2 reputation and a power grid. Though I'm not sure we're gonna be able to survive this particular island. So let's go to the Scar. And we need to defend the train. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, got a Scarab, a Scorpion, and a Blast Scion. I'm gonna pop a combat mech here, cannon mech here, and the artillery mech go here. See what they do. Okay, so we need to push the Scorpion away for sure. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'd love to push this... Well, no, the Scarab is gonna die. So what I'm thinking of doing is... It's gonna blow up, deal 1 point of damage to the Scion. You blast the combat mech, push the Scorpion away, then run the combat mech over here, block one with the Vec, and then blow up the Scorpion when it's pushed away, dealing damage to the Scarab. Something like that. Let's do it. So run it there, blast combat mech. Combat mech runs over here, and the cannon mech let's undo that move with the combat mech. We'll run the cannon mech here, blast, blows everything up. Then we run the combat mech here and push the Scorpion away. Excellent, now we just need to deal with 2 Vec. And the train is safe. Okay. So this is, I think, relatively simple. We run the combat mech Let's see. If we move the artillery mech here, it'll push the beetle into the water. What if we run the cannon mech here, push the beetle into the water, and we block one Vec? I think here's what we're gonna do. Run here, and smack the scorpion, run the artillery mech here. Yeah. Kill the beetle, block this Vec. Ah, smoke is blocking it. We'll restart the turn. I forgot about the smoke. Okay. So in that case, we just run the cannon mech here, combat mech here, artillery mech here, kill the beetle, smack the scorpion, and kill the scorpion. Excellent. Thus limiting the number of Vec that come at us. Another beetle, huh? I think it's quite simple here. We fire at the scorpion, fire at the beetle, push it away. Oh wait, no, we would need to push it twice. I think we move the artillery mech here, blast here, push the beetle here, then run the cannon mech here, kill the beetle, and then run the combat mech here, pushing the scorpion into the artillery mech, killing the scorpion. Yeah, we'll do that. Firing here, killing the beetle, and then smacking the scorpion, killing it. And the train is safe. Excellent. Alright, time to face the boss. For this island. Ooh, destroy 5 goos and protect the corporate tower. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, so I think the combat mech will roll on the left, cannon mech on the right, artillery mech behind the mountains. So 4 damage there, so we need to push it away. And we could try to push the Firefly away into the beetle's position. Push the Firefly here, but it'll still do damage to the building, to the grid. Could kill the Firefly. Run it here, fire, it'll push it into the mountain. Then what do we do with the large goo? The beetle is gonna just run into the building. What if we let the beetle run in? It'll block 1 Vec anyways, and focus our efforts on blasting the goo. How about that? Though we do need to kill this Firefly. So what I'm thinking of doing is... So we'll let the beetle actually do the damage on the grid. We run the cannon mech here, smack the goo, and maybe fire at the goo with the artillery, killing it. And then we run the combat mech here against the Firefly, pushing it into the mountain. Yeah, something along those lines. Or alternatively... run the combat mech here, run the cannon mech here, smack the combat mech into the goo, killing it at once, and leaving the cannon mech to fire away if there are any more goos left. And but then that'll open up the Firefly and the Beetle to do 2 damage, and we're less than 50% on our power grid. I'm not so hot on that. I think we just use the combat mech. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move the cannon mech here, smack the Firefly, destroy the goo, and actually move the goo onto its own position, blocking the enemy from emerging. That way we only deal with the goo. That should work. Oh, I thought the goo was gonna bounce off the mountain. Never mind. Okay, the Scorpion isn't doing anything. So I think what we do is kill the goo with the artillery mech. And then I think what we do is push this Vec in here. So we kill this goo. Let's see, kill the Scorpion, push it on, or push the Scorpion onto this Vec, let it emerge, then kill this goo. Yeah, something like that. This Scorpion will die and then this goo will go do stuff. I know, very tactical. This goo will go do stuff. Okay, this Scarab is gonna swing there. So there's one way we can definitely kill both of these goos. We run the artillery mech here, blast this building, push this goo into that goo, killing both of them. And then we use the cannon mech to kill this goo by smacking it into the Beetle, and then we use the combat mech to smack this Scarab. I think that's what we do. Go here, smack the Scarab, kill this goo, and then firing here, killing both of these 2 goos. Excellent. And the corporate tower is protected. Oh, that was beautiful. The Beetle killed the Beetle, as beetles should do. Okay, so we need to block three units of damage. So I'm thinking we run the artillery mech here, fire here, push the Scarab away, kill that goo, and then we use the cannon mech to push this Beetle. We'll do 3 damage to it. So no, we need to push that Beetle away. So I think this is what we do. Maybe we just actually use the cannon mech, fire at the Scarab, push it away, then run the artillery mech, kill the goo, and then use the combat mech to run over and push the Beetle away. I think that's what we do. So we use the combat mech here, fire here, push the Beetle away here. No, that's because then if we kill the goo... Is the Beetle going to attack first, though? Yes, it is. So it's going to kill the goo before it does anything else. So that's actually safe. So then, in that case, we're good. Yeah, we're good. So the beetle's gonna run over, kill the goo. Won't do anything. Excellent. We've completed the R.S.T. Corporation Island. That's I thought we're actually gonna lose this island for a moment there. But instead, perfect island. You completed every mission on R.S.T. despite the odds. You've earned my respect, Riftwalkers, and everything we can offer. Let's see, what do we got? A gun requires one power, deploy anywhere on the map, damaging adjacent enemies. So it's a pilot of some sort. +1 mech move, okay. Got a grappling hook. Use a grapple to pull mech towards objects or units to the mech. Or +2 grid power. I'm liking that grappling hook. I think we're gonna take the grappling hook. Alright, now we need to spend our reputation and we will call the episode there. Okay, so what do we got? So we don't need Raining Death. We're gonna sell that. Let's equip the grappling hook to the Taurus. Shield ally, not too bad, not too bad. Not interested in it yet though. Let's see, what else do we have? Kickoff boosters, mechs gain +1 move if they start their turn adjacent to each other. Okay. It's quite good. Targeted strike, any class weapon, call an airstrike on a single tile anywhere on the map. Ooh. It's like an additional artillery strike. That's pretty cool. Def shrapnel, fire non-damaging projectile that pushes target tiles around the target. So it's like an artillery strike, basically. Okay, so we could either do that or targeted strike, which does damage. And we have teleporter, but we don't need the teleporter because we don't have a science class. Okay. So I'm thinking we do... So... Let's see, shrapnel, defense shrapnel, is really basically like the artillery. Or we could go with the grappling hook. The grappling hook is just going to move enemies around, so I think I actually prefer the defense shrapnel to have an extra artillery capability to sort of force enemy Vec to move around. So I think I'm going to sell the grappling hook and buy the defense shrapnel. Then maybe even buy the targeted strike for the artillery class. Yeah. We're going to sell the grappling hook, buy the defense shrapnel, place it on the cannon mech. Then... Is it for any class? No, it's brute class. Yeah, I prefer the defense shrapnel. There's more movement manipulation than on the Vec. Okay. Then I think let's buy the targeted strike for the artillery mech. It's only one use, but hey, why not? And then we just buy a whole bunch of reactor cores. Though kickoff boosters is quite good too. Could drop it on the combat mech, possibly. Some mobility. Movement 4, movement 4, also movement 4. I think I'm fine with this amount of movement, even though even more movement would be excellent. I think that we're fine with kickoff boosters. Let's buy another reactor core. Yep. So we've got 3 reactor cores to spend. Do a whole bunch of damage. Could do health or the artillery mech, give it more movement, give it more damage. I think I really like the movement capabilities. though. Okay, let's see, that's 3. So it'll make it 3 points of damage. The combat mech will become 4 points of damage. Sort of, do we invest all the power cores into a powerful heavy hitter? I think I like the Artemis artillery more as a utility unit rather than as a damage dealer, and I'd much prefer either the cannon mech or the combat mech as a damage dealer, and I think the combat mech is a better damage dealer than the cannon mech, because we're using the cannon mech with the defense shrapnel to act almost like as a support artillery unit. So we'll go with that. We'll give 3 power cores to the combat mech and power up its damage. Okay, excellent. So the Riftwalkers continue on their quest to defeat the Vec. And at this point I'm going to call the episode because we've survived with this particular squad of mechs. We've taken a bunch of damage to the power grid because of unfortunate mission, but I thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a great morning, evening, night, or day, depending where you're living on. Please make sure to take a look at the links down below to my social media where I post updates and schedules for my live streams and new episodes. Please join the Discord server, which is brand new. If you want to be in contact with the Twitch Tactical Analysis Gaming community, where I'll be visiting Discord quite regularly, especially after streams. And thank you for joining me.